When I got the phone call December 16th, just saying that I had breast cancer, I was much in shock. I still kind of didn't believe it.
Welcome back to Her Story Untold, where we shine a light on powerful and often untold narratives of resilience, strength, and hope. I'm your host, Tanir, and as you can see, we are going to talk about cancer. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we are shining a light on my guests to share their stories about different types of cancer, not just breast cancer. So make sure you guys tune in. I would love for my guest to introduce herself and tell us where she's from.
Hi, my name is Latoya Williams. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I have stage 4 breast cancer, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, can you share with us, Toya, your initial thoughts when you first learned about your diagnosis?
When I first learned of my diagnosis, it was in 2022. I had felt a lump in my breast that September of 2022, and I went to see my primary doctor, and he advised me that it probably was nothing at the time. That African American women have a lot of dense breast tissue, so we could wait till November till it was time to get my mammogram. So I went on and waited till the end of November is when I got my mammogram. And then I got a phone call saying that I needed to come back in for a biopsy. I still really didn't think anything of it because I don't have a history of breast cancer. But when I got the phone call December 16th, just saying that I had breast cancer, I was much in shock. I still kind of didn't believe it, but I was very sad because I just was confused, especially with my doctor initially thinking that it was nothing. So I went on after that to have January of 2024. I had 6 months of chemo. I did a lumpectomy, which was the surgery that the doctors chose for me. And then I did 20 treatments of radiation. And fast forward less than 11 months later, the cancer is back. And now we're at a stage 4.
Okay. So, you were in disbelief, you didn't believe it. Can you tell us some misconceptions that people may have when it comes to having cancer?
I think the main misconception is when you know your body and you feel a lump or something in your breast when a doctor tell you, oh, it's probably nothing. I think you need to speak up and advocate more for yourself and just request those additional scans, at least just to make your mind at ease. Like, no, I want to get the mammogram now, if we can make it stat, or I would like to get an ultrasound. Just trust your gut instincts in your body. Even though I was in disbelief, I knew that something was going on inside my body that
Right.
wasn't normal because the lump wasn't going anywhere. It didn't go anywhere.
Wow. So, what advice would you give to someone who has a loved one who may be going through something similar?
My best advice is to be very supportive, be there for them, allow them time to process everything and speak about it when they feel comfortable. Because even as for me, I don't like every day. I get multiple text messages all day. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? And sometimes it's kind of just draining. Sometimes it's just be mindful of what they're going through, and maybe they don't want to talk about cancer every day. Just be mindful of that, and just try to be very supportive. Be a strong support system, and be there for them. And most of all, pray for them.
Right. So, do you have any way that you cope with having stage 4 cancer? Do you journal? Do you pray a lot?
So my coping, I'm sorry, my coping mechanism, I do pray a lot. Um, I do journal. I read a lot before I hit the floor or touch my phone. Um, just respond to anybody every day. I start my day out with prayer and reading. I've been reading a little more now. It's good to journal and just get those things out because sometimes you can't put into words what you want to say to people. You can put it on paper. Um, and journaling definitely has helped me just even with the grieving process of this all. Like my cancer, now at stage 4 has spread it outside of the breast to my lungs, my skin, the clavicle bone in my lymph nodes, and my chest wall. So it's a lot just hearing that every day and knowing that I haven't had a good response to chemo. They recently just stopped my chemo, and we're supposed to start a new treatment this Monday. And they're not even sure that's going to help me at this point. But I hold on to my faith. I keep trusting in God. And I know God is a healer despite what the doctors are saying. So if you could just get you a good um, study Bible and a nice journal, um, and just journal and just keep reading and keep trusting God. Despite what the doctors are saying, just don't give up. Don't give up and don't lose hope and just surround yourself with a lot of positivity.
Okay. So, do you have a really great support system, Toya?
I do. I have a great support system. My husband, my brother, my children, just like a host of people that will drop anything at the drop of a hat for me. I just told my husband yesterday because I kept getting Zelles and Amazon gift cards, and I was like, keep sending me stuff. I keep telling them I'm okay. I don't need anything, but it was like people like genuinely just love you, like you're a good person. So I just appreciate it because at the end of the day, people don't have to do anything for you.
Oh, right. That's always a good thing to have a support system during this time. So, would you say that the chemo made you tired?
It definitely makes you tired, like exhausted, tired. I'm not having any of the side effects that I did from the chemo last year because it's a different chemo. But
Hmm.
this one is more, I'm more tired than anything. Mhm.
Okay. Has your eating habits changed?
They have. Sometimes I may only eat like once a day. Since this new diagnosis of the breast cancer at stage 4, over the past couple of months, I've lost about 24 pounds. Just because sometimes it's hard to eat or keep it down because of the cough. So, I throw up a lot.
Okay. So, is there anything you feel like someone should know that may be going through cancer, or any advice for someone who doesn't have cancer that they should be aware of?
I will say for people who are not going through cancer, especially women, even men, because men get breast cancer too. Just make sure you're getting your yearly mammograms. And then if you have a history of breast cancer, make sure if you need to get those mammograms and ultrasounds early, get them early. Even just a testimony for me. This past time with stage 4 in May, they did a mammogram. It was perfectly fine. Yet I still had 2 different breast cancers in my breast. So even with the mammogram, if you're not sure of something going on in your body, ask for those additional CT ultrasound scans or even a PET scan. Even though the insurance doesn't like to approve those, just keep requesting them to get those additional scans. Because had it not been for the PET scan, I still wouldn't know what would be going on with me. And then for people who are dealing with this, like I said, get you a strong support system. Hold on to your faith in God. Keep trusting God. Keep praying, even when you feel weak and can't pray for yourself. Get you a strong prayer circle that will pray and intercede for you. And just take one day at a time. I can't tell you not to be sad some days, but don't stay there. Find something that you enjoy doing, and get out every day and try to do something. If you can, getting you some breast cancer support groups, even if you need breast cancer resources, you're welcome to contact me. I can let you know of some resources that I have, even some breast cancer grants that I've been getting approved for since I've been off of work that may help you financially. So, the main message, if I could get across to anyone, is to please get you a good support system because you're going to need it during this time.
Absolutely. Is there any way that we can connect with you, Toya?
Absolutely. So my personal Instagram is Miss Toya FW, and then I have a business page. My dessert page is Nuna Sweet Treats on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook at Nuna Sweet Treats as well, and TikTok, Nuna Sweet Treats.
Okay, and I will list all that in the description box underneath this video so you guys can check her out. You can go to her page and see what she has going on. And as she stated, for any resources, grants, help with funding when it comes to medical, please feel free to reach out to her. She does respond. Uh, so, yes. Is there anything else you would like to share that you think
um,
the audience should know?
just thank you so much for having me. Continue to keep praying for me and my family too as I continue this fight. And I'll keep continue to keep praying for all of the breast cancer warriors out there as well.
Absolutely. One thing I've noticed since following you, Toya, um, you always keep a smile on your face. You don't, I know off camera, you may have days where you're in a lot of pain, you're tired, or you may be down or sad. But when I do see you, you have like this light that you are showing through these videos, and it puts a smile on my face. And I just wanted you to know that. I'm super grateful I met
Thank you.
you. Shout out to Piera. I know she's gonna watch this because she brought us together, and I'll just keep you in my prayers and stay connected with you. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, despite our technical difficulties, to tell your story. Okay. So, with
Thank
that
you.
being said, you guys, as we wrap it up, thank you for joining us on the episode of Her Story Untold Studios. If you enjoyed this episode and it resonated with you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can reach out to more women and men, because women are not the only ones who get breast cancer.
Mhm.
Okay. So, we're trying to reach the
Absolutely.
listeners. We are on the road to 1,000 subbies. We are more than halfway there. So thank you to everyone who listened and definitely share each episode that's out. It has helped our podcast tremendously. But thank you, Toya. I truly appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you as well.
Absolutely. Remember, every story matters, and by sharing ours, we can create a community of understanding and support. Until next time, keep sharing your story and stay resilient. Bye.
Bye bye.